find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to look to run it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He completes it to Julio Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Robinson now off the option, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. On second down, McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Allen. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, second down. To the air, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Allen. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Second and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Robinson now off the option, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now Lance again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He finds his man Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Lance looks to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Kmet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Jones has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to take another shot here, and that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Robinson now off the option. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson now off the option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
One final try here for Allen. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. James Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Working from the gun, Lance. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jared Wilson.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Jets. Donald Parham from 3 yards out. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Again, McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.